Hello everybody, my name is Rishfish, and today I'm trying something a little bit different. Today we're going to be playing Will You Press the Button? I think this is a pretty cool game, cool idea. You're given two different things, usually one of them is good and one of them is bad, and if you press the button you get to keep the good thing, but the bad thing happens, whatever. And I thought it was an interesting thing, and I just want to sit down and talk. I don't want to play one of these, crazy games or whatever. I do need to turn my light off, hold on. Whew. First question is, you'll be the greatest vocalist to ever live. You'll have HIV, AIDS, and die of it. Absolutely not. I'm already pretty okay with my singing voice. I don't mind it a whole lot. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but I don't want AIDS, so I will not press the button. 25% did, 75% did not. Okay. You return to the womb to be reborn again with all of your current knowledge and the ability to speak. Once you reach 60 years of age, you will be reborn to different parents in the current year. This continues for all eternity. So technically you get to live forever and you get different parents. But the thing is, you would continuously be getting married and having these emotions and having these families and these children or whatever. These different careers, you'd be living through different things, probably a few wars, a few changes in government, obviously. I mean, not a few, you'd live through all of them for the rest of eternity until the world ended or the universe ended or whatever is going to happens. So I'm not going to press the button. 64% did. See, I just think the emotional strain of dying and being reborn every 60 years with all of your knowledge would be not fun. If I was going to die, I want to die once. I would say it would be a little bit different if it was just straight up living forever as your current form. That'd be fine, I guess, because you wouldn't be reborn into all these other families. Or maybe if it was, your wife or the rest of your family gets to live forever as well, then I would do that. But not just by myself. I think that would be emotionally straining for all of eternity, so I did not press the button. You can make your religion the only practiced one on the planet. All works influenced by other religions cease to exist. No, absolutely not. That would just cause more problems than it does. But I don't know, that question's too vague, because it's the only one practiced. It's not the only one that exists. Yeah, that question's too vague. You are human, but you are also a dancer. I'll press the button. Yeah. I'll press the button. Does it mean stripper dancer? Or a good dancer? I would absolutely love to learn how to actually dance. I was in marching band, I had to take a few dancing related things, but that's about it. Passe and chasse, if that counts for anything. You will summon any amount of cookies at any time. You cannot eat the cookies, only others can. I'll press the button. I can start a cookie business. I'll just start a cookie business and retire just by summoning cookies. Or I can go feed homeless people, I can cater birthday parties, graduations. I can do so much by donating cookies to people or making money off of cookies. Open up a cookie shop. You can trade cookies. There you go. So therefore, you're not eating your own cookie, but you could have someone else's cookie for free. Great idea. You never feel pain again in your life. All the pain you missed, you feel all at once, all day long, 24 hours, the day before you die. No. 45% did. That's surprising. Would rather feel little bits of pain here and there than have literally the worst day ever before I die. Because if I was to know the day before I die that I was going to die, I would want to spend it the best way possible. I'd want to go get a nice fancy dinner, hang out with my family, do something that I never got to do before tragically passing away in the most painful fashion ever. So let's not press the button. You become a master artist, but for little girls' cartoons shows. I mean, yeah, there's no downside to that. I'm a talented artist. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it, because I don't have to use the skill, it's just a skill that's there. So having an additional skill is fine, whatever. And what would be considered a little girl's cartoon show that I would actually want to work on? You know what, let's Google. Yeah, the Powderpuff Girls, I would edit that. That'd be fine. Kim Possible, The Legend of Korra, technically that was about yeah, I would edit The Legend of Korra. Next question, easy. A fridge that contains any food and drink you want, fully prepared and ready to eat. Whenever you open the door, the fridge takes up half the space of where you live. You still have to pay for the food, and you still gain weight. No. If it was free, I would do it, but half of the space in your house, you still have to pay. I would do this if it was free, because I would live in the restaurant that I opened and I would have no employees because I wouldn't need any employees. We would have the fastest service. I would have absolutely no costs other than insurance and like a business, taxes, whatever, and I would have a very successful restaurant, and it would be the best restaurant because I would think of the best food. So yeah, I would push the button if it was free. You can create fireballs to shoot with your bare hands. You will be stricken by explosive, uncontrollable diarrhea immediately afterwards for the next 30 minutes. See, these are the ones I wanted. Because just because I can doesn't mean that I have to. If there was ever a scenario where I absolutely needed it, it would give me something to do on the toilet. That's why I would do it. I could sit on the toilet and I would just shoot fireballs out of my hands and I'd already be on the toilet and I could just poop forever. Yes, I will push the button. 39% did. The thing is, you don't have to use that. The top comment. Yes, I would push that button and laugh manically while I defecate uncontrollably upon my burning flow. Oh, that's so good. That just means I could be naked and shitting all over people as I set them on fire. I see no downside. Perfect. Yeah, I'll push the button. You can foresee the future. You cannot prevent anything that will occur. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to see how I die or spoil like who I marry or anything like that, but it says you can't prevent anything that will occur. But like, how does that happen? Because I could see like the lottery numbers. Maybe if I bought the lottery numbers, they just like switch or something, and like some weird universal gravity just makes things happen differently but exactly the same somehow. I don't know. See the future. Because then like betting on sports and stuff like that, if you can see the future but it can't prevent anything that will occur, maybe it can affect things that happen in your life, but it won't, like, you can't, like, I don't know. I'm gonna push the button just because you find a way to travel, but you find a way to time travel to anywhere, future or past. You are stuck at your destination and are naked on arrival. I'm trying to think of where I would want to travel. So, yet again, it doesn't say I can't do it more than once, is I would only time travel short periods of time in a I would go to a changing room at a store that I was confident would be up for a long time, and I would time travel in the changing room, but after time would fly by, because I'd be time traveling, they would put the clothes back. Here's what I would do. I would time travel to Kohl's. Right outside the handicapped try-on stall area, there is a rack that has clothes people have put back. So I would teleport to the closest room where that rack was. I would run out of the room, I would go to the rack and I'd find clothes and I'd put them on until I found other clothes, and then I'd put those on. And because I'm time traveling, it doesn't matter that I'm stealing. So no one would see me naked. I would be in a spot I'm familiar with, and I would have clothes immediately. So I would teleport just in Kohl's every time I went. That's probably the dumbest solution anyone's ever thought of. So I will push the button. Age 5 times slower. All of your friends, family, lovers, and children will outgrow you. I'm almost 20. So being 20, I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm pretty fast, I work out a lot, I'm a big guy. I'm 6 foot tall, actually 6'2". I'd be fine being this age. In 25 years, I would look like I'm 25, or 24, I guess I'm almost 20. But either way, so I have, let's just say I have 60 years left, 300 years of my life, 300 years, I'd probably get to see flying cars and hoverboards and stuff. Yeah, I'll push it, because I'm already at a good age. If I was like 12, no. The next thing you touch turns into solid gold. The next 50 things you touch after that catch fire. Touching, does that include like stepping on? I'm gonna say it means with your hands. On the shelf right next to me, I have a pack of cards. So here's what I would do. Behind me is my bed. I would touch my bed and have thousands of pounds, likely, of solid gold. And then on the shelf next to me, I have a pack of cards. So I would touch each individual card. And because those are very small, if they started on fire, I could just throw them on the ground and stomp them out real quick. Here we go. I would touch my bed would turn into solid gold. I would grab my pack of cards, and then I'd walk over to my desk that I'm at right now, which has a glass top that would not catch on fire. I would light each card on fire, throw it on my desk, smear it out, and I'd be fine. And then as soon as all those cards are gone, I know that I would have 50 items off of fire. I'd have 50 items gone. I'd open up my window and get all the smoke out. So yeah, I'd push it. Yes. 62% of people did. Perfect. Intelligent people. You get $350,000 to make your video game. Everyone will hate you if your game fails. Everyone will laugh in your face. Okay, I'm gonna take, that's yet again very vague, the way it's Englished. Is it everyone will hate you if your game fails, or everyone will hate you no matter what? Because I have some pretty cool game ideas that I don't think would fail. If for some reason YouTube does eventually blow up, which I think that'd be awesome, I do have a very cool, emotional story game idea that I've basically already written the script for it. I just haven't talked to anybody about it yet. Because if something does happen and I'm able to make this game, I want it to be a surprise for everybody. So I would want to make the game that I have already thought about. $350,000 is a ton of money for a game. I'll give you a spoiler, because this is probably never going to happen. It would be a point-and-click, choose-your-own-adventure story game, but the story is based off of one of my friends in her life, and it would be a very emotional story. Anyway, next question. You get the latest gaming laptop. You're only allowed to play it once a week. I would give it to one of my friends who is a gamer, and he would enjoy it because he edits videos and stuff like that too. I wouldn't need to play it, but I would still have it, and I would just give it to him, and he could have a nice new laptop. So, yeah. I'd just give it to my friend. You can read people's minds. When you read their minds to take on their emotion until you read someone else's mind. No, I don't want to take on their emotion, because if they're having like a bad day or they're a psychopath, like that's easy. Gain your superpower of choice. You live as the opposite gender for the rest of your life. Okay, here's what I would do. When I die, I'm reborn immediately. The power only gets used once. I would be reborn as a female and live 2 lives from both sides of the spectrum. I would push it. First comment, boobs. Nice. So that'd be my power. I'd be reborn as a female as soon as I die. So I would live as a male the rest of my life, and then when I died, I'd turn into a female, and I would be a girl, live a second life from a different spectrum completely. I would live a second life from a completely different point of view, and I think that would be actually pretty cool to be reborn like that. So, yes, I will push the button. You are the best FPS player ever and you can make millions in contests. You hate everyone online FPS. I don't really play first-person shooter games ever anyway, so I guess I'll push the button. That's fine. Have any 2 superpowers you want. You have incredibly saggy and floppy nipples. Already do. I don't. That's disgusting. You have telekinesis. You are paralyzed from the neck down. No. Okay, a few more. We're gonna speed run until I have 25 minutes of recording time. You'll be physically attractive. You'll be mentally ugly. I already am. You can meet anyone dead or alive, real or imaginary. They become super clingy. Yes, I would just marry Ariana Grande. Probably someone else. Probably Madison Beer. You can change your body to exactly what you want it to be, and it will stay like that. You only get 3 chances not to stuff it up, and when you do it, you get a really bad leg cramp for 2 minutes. Not to stuff it up. I know what that means. Sure. I don't know what that means. You get all the advantages and downsides of the buttons you have pressed before this one. All of the cons of the button will be 1.5 times worse than they would have been. No, absolutely not. Firefly will come back on air for 22 seats. I don't know what Firefly is. I don't. You can heal anyone of any injury. You suffer from the injury instead of them. I would use it right before I died for someone special. You are a beautiful, sexy, enchanting woman. You are also Cupid. You make people fall in love. You never fall in love yourself. Nope. You can kill Justin Bieber. No. I like Justin Bieber. You get cake whenever you eat cake. Rihanna sings about it. Sure, I'll press that. I like Rihanna. You marry your favorite celebrity. Only have sex with him once a year. This is a good one to stop on, and I want you guys to answer it in the comments. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This was really fun. This was Will You Press the Button? A little bit of a change from the videos I've usually made, but I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment. Any sort of love is appreciated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.